My name is Paul Diasparra. I am from Hartsdale, New York, and I've been a basketball official since the year 2011. So shout out to my mother, because she's the reason why I got into officiating. She started working at my high school after I graduated in the athletics department. So she was constantly speaking with officials, confirming games, speaking to refs on the phone. So she was kind of tapped into the referee culture. I think I was student teaching at the time. I didn't have a full-time job, so I was looking for additional income. She said, hey, you played the game, you should become a ref. So initially when I heard that idea, I didn't have a great perception of refs leading up to that point, so it wasn't that interesting. But I reluctantly went in, got certified, and didn't really fall in love with reffing until about a year in, when I started to meet other officials who were passionate, see their skill set, see what their aspirations were, and that kind of piqued my interest and allowed me to kind of elevate and grow my hunger and passion for the game. So I've always been into working out. I've been a member of a gym since the mid-2000s. I've had a personal trainer since 2020, but it wasn't until September of 2024 where I really dialed in my health and understood what it means to eat clean, right? So checking for the source of ingredients, knowing which farm that you're buying food from, having the ingredient awareness. There's so many levels to this health journey. That's why you just kind of got to go step by step. But we're building a program. We're building a roster of officials who are going to elevate to great levels within the industry. And if you want to do that, you have to be completely dialed in to your fitness. We recently created Crown Ref's 6 core frameworks of officiating excellence. Framework number 2 is athleticism, agility, and appearance, because we're getting judged and critiqued on our appearance. People are taking quick perception shots at us. That's why we got to look the part. We got to move like the part. Ever since September, I've just changed everything about what I eat, and it's been the greatest change I've ever made in my life. And any advancement that I make in my life, I want that for my community. I want that for my friends. I want that for my family. So that's why, to be able to incorporate this other podcast that we have dialed in, but this movement of health and fitness and optimizing your wellness is such an important part of life. But for referees that are trying to achieve greatness, it's got to be a big part for you. Now with this platform in Crown Refs, not only are we pumping out daily education and instruction and value there, but now I'm someone who can speak very well about dialing in your health, how to lose weight, how to stay fit, how to stay dialed in. So that's where we're at right now. Dial in, baby. The clinic has been a real blessing. I'm going to remember this day for a long time, not to compare it to like my child being born or my wedding, but this is a day that's going to stand out a lot for me, because I've been building and growing this community for 6+ years now. So to have our first in-person event kind of launches this new next chapter. So the first 4 hours have been amazing. We got a meet and greet in the morning, a lot of good vibes in the morning. We were playing some music. I had a light breakfast of organic foods and organic coconut water, and just a lot of love and compliments and connection going on. And first 3 games in, we've watched 9 officials so far. We've had multiple people give them feedback. So normally when you go to a camp, usually you get the clinician who's just giving feedback to the 3 people. I wanted to flip that model on its head and almost have more coaches and supporters than referees to just provide that ultimate level of service and evaluation for these officials who have traveled across state lines to get here. Separates me from other referees. Number 1 is you can't compare yourself to any other referee on this journey. A lot of officials get sucked into doing that. They look at a ref and say, oh, look at how quickly they advance to this level. Or even look at someone on the other end and saying it's taking them very long to get there. It has nothing to do with your life. So comparing yourself in officiating is not something you want to do. Like, it's all about being a great partner and building up your colleagues. But, you know, I'm a very confident official. What separates me is just my love for the game, my tenacity for wanting to be great at it, because I think with refereeing, if you're trying to just be good, you're not going to be that good. If you're trying to be great, well, then you have a chance to be good, because it's literally that hard. What should you know about me? I teach phys ed. So I teach pre-K to 5th grade elementary school physical education. So I am a straight clown all day long. I almost wish you were following me around at work, because that'd be probably way better content than refereeing. But I love working with kids. I love that they come to gym excited, and I get to teach them on a basketball court where I'm at now. So it's kind of like having this interconnectedness with my careers. For anybody looking to join Crown Refs, why should they be part of this family? So the last word was family, right? You just answered it for me. When I started this, I wanted to make a team. Crown Refs is really a team of reps. When I was playing with the name in 2016, it was my crew, my friends. We called ourselves Crown Refs. That's what I wanted to build within Crown Refs. I want it to be a place where you build relationships, where you have lifelong friendships, and that's what we're doing here. Why should you join it? Because refereeing is so hard, and you can't be great by yourself. You need a strong community with you. You need strong moral supporters. You need people on your team that are experienced, that are wise, that are kind, that are positive, that want to help, that enjoy helping. So that's what we have, and that's why I feel like our community only gets better and better, because each new piece that we add is adding their own experience, their own travels, their own knowledge, and we're just learning from each other in real time. But the first thing that jumps out is the family-like atmosphere that we have. I do want to share about me is I'm a crier. So like I cry happy tears weekly. This last Wednesday, I'm sitting on the couch listening to a brand new John Bellion song, who's one of my favorite artists, and it's a song about his son. So it's just this beautiful melody, and I'm holding my son and just like dripping tears, just because I feel sometimes overwhelmed with happiness, with joy, with appreciation for life. Like I never ever forget about that. All day, every day, no matter what I'm doing. It's almost like written in the clouds. It's like my reminders all the time. So yeah, I'm a crier. I didn't cry this morning. I thought I was gonna cry on my intros when I was speaking about each of the community members, but I stayed strong. But my son might FaceTime me later, so having everybody in the room together with my family on FaceTime, it might prompt me to, shed a tear. But you should be shedding tears. You should be crying happy tears. That's a good thing. That's a strength, and I'm proud of it.